Game of Thrones fan?
Yeah, sure.
What about you? You Game of Thrones fan?
Never watched it.
You never watched it?
I tried one time, and I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I never went back to retroactively watch everything. So.
Yeah, not being able to figure out what's going on is typical.
Oh, sure. I didn't. I mean, I just gave it a shot to see if I could get into it. And,
so if we come back and Billy loves it, then you know we in for something.
Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel.
Finally, we got tickets for you for Toronto, Double Toasted live in Toronto. That's May 25th, and the show is going to be at the Adelaide Hall. That's ADELAIDE Hall. You got to pee?
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold this whole time. I had to go watch that fine ass girl with you.
Yeah, man. We know what you're doing. hey, you might want to bust off with a shirt from DTmerch.com. I think you made that white logo right there on that classic black tee. We also have the hoodies.
Oh, Kung Fu TJ's gone. They missed it.
Kung Fu TJ's gone. You missed it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for the epic finale, final season of Game of Thrones on HBO, and we'll be back with our review.
I intend to keep that promise.
Put it up there. Ain't got too much longer to wait. You can just wait just a little more. April 14th when it's coming out. And some people say, you know what? I'll be burning HBO down. And because there's only one other thing people looking forward to more than Game of Thrones, and that's these Avengers right here. All right. So you better be glad Avengers saved your ass right now. Some people say, at the end of the series, just bring the Avengers in. have them save the day. Hey, just combine the two, man. This is all anybody want to see. There's so many people saying, you know what? After April, I can die. I can just die. I don't need to live no more. I don't think anything can even top the epicness that we're going to get with Game of Thrones and the Avengers. Even after looking at this trailer right here, I don't remember a goddamn thing about last season or the season before that. I can barely remember names.
All right, so Jon Snow and Daenerys are together.
Okay, thank you.
The White Walkers have turned a dragon into an ice dragon.
Oh, how can I forget that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they've talked sense into Cersei.
Oh, ain't nobody. You know what?
They went on that whole quest to do that, and it's like, why are y'all bothering?
I'll tell you what. If there's one thing, if there's one thing that brought it back, it was Cersei. So everybody, because if there's one thing you remember about Game of Thrones is how much you hate this bitch right here.
Right.
Can't nobody talk sense to her.
There's too many names that sound like each other. Rickon and Dickon and Tywin and
Tyrion and
Bronn and Bran.
Ron and Bran and Huey, Dewey and Louie, winking, blinking and nod. Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna be able to remember all those names? Much less. See, now I will say this. No, it's a badass trailer, man. Ain't nobody playing around with it. We give him much respect, but the difference between something like this and the Avengers is like, I remember what happened with the last Avengers. Like, seasons work like seasons.
Yeah.
The shows took a few months off and they came back. They didn't take years.
Right.
But I still got the chills from this, man. It's not always the details. Once the show starts, believe me, we'll get enough details. Mm-hmm. We'll get more details than we can handle. It's about the mood and a lot of the elements that really got you into Game of Thrones in the first place. One of the things that this trailer does well is it let me know just how bad things will get. Because, I mean, like I said, looking at this, for one, we talking about Cersei. The thing is, when Cersei can't even talk shit, fuck. When they tell her all this shit is coming and she's like,
what's that got to do with me?
Shit, I ain't got nothing.
This makes me want to start watching it.
It is good, man,
Yeah, it's
because
They did the damn thing with the CG on this too.
they have enough. That was the thing about it. It already kind of had an okay budget because it's a medieval period piece, but you could tell how popular this show was when dragons looked like anything that looked better than something Marvel could do. They make J.R.R. Tolkien say, "God damn, where was that?"
Right, yeah.
With Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson's looking at this and is like, "Fuck."
So
I ain't got nothing on this.
Y'all couldn't have given me this.
Oh, and you know what? The dragons in this show are so good. Even the characters are amazed when they see them. Like Sansa sees this. Every character that sees dragons for the first time, they're like, "God damn."
so
HBO got money.
What's up, my chick?
Yeah, and and that's amazing to see because it really is that kind of mood where, like, it's the things that amaze us, amaze these people here. The things that have high stakes for these characters here.
Yeah.
You look at this and what they've really been able to convey. Like I said with Cersei can't say shit because she ain't this is a one time. She ain't got answers for anything. They told her, "Hey, look, these White Walkers, which if you remember the show, they're pretty much zombies. They're the indestructible zombies that are made by some force. They're practically unkillable. And the moment they tell some like Cersei that, and Cersei's like, "Well, shit, I know how to defeat humans. I'll fuck a human over in a minute, but I ain't got none for this." That lets you know that there are things here that are meant to be feared. And I like the sense of dread that they put in this trailer. There are things happening that we don't know, that we see. Maybe we can take a guess. Like little Arya, somebody fucked her up.
I know, and she's been such a badass.
I know,
lately.
exactly. Why somebody got her face bleeding? She running from something. It's like, what is that? What got her scared?
to go back with the dragons real quickly, one of the most popular Google searches today was, "Are the dragons in Game of Thrones real?"
God damn it!
Well, I hope they mean, are they real within the world that they're living in?
No, Billy, no.
No, I said I hope.
They look that good. That
No, motherfuckers think they can see this at a zoo somewhere. I'm telling you, Pete. This is a sad thing about it. Some
They
people,
must have got him from Tibet.
yeah, some people,
I've never been there, so of course they.
yeah, some people actually think they can buy tickets to Jurassic Park, the actual park, not the movie. Motherfuckers thought they looking at a documentary. I give it to them. The dragons in this are badass. They are so badass that I looked at this and I said, "Shit, give them a spinoff." It could even. I don't even care if it's like a buddy comedy flick.
Double Dragon, perhaps.
Oh.
So you never seen this before, Billy? Huh? No, that hurt, didn't it? I'm trying. Ain't no way to recover from that shit. I mean, I know we try, but I like to carry on and Billy like, no, man, I'm still healing right now.
Well, I thought we talked about this.
Yeah. We're gonna have to beat him with a bag of oranges, man.
The bruise won't
The
show up.
bruise won't show, but the lesson will stick. Billy. This is why we can't have nice things.
I'm telling you.
This is why Negroes can't have shit.
You know how happy I was to start watching this series?
And
He's
then
ruined it. No, I don't want to see it ever.
that is tainted.
It's tainted, yeah.
Because every time these things that are supposed to be so badass,
Yeah,
every time they pop up, I gonna hear Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
they gonna land in b-boy poses.
Yeah. That's been canceled.
What are your dragons called? We're called Double Dragon. Because some people were saying, man, how come we ain't getting more shots of like main characters like Tyrion? Because that expression says it all.
Yeah, whenever he gets that look, somebody's about to get fucked up.
Yeah, that's him.
okay.
That's him looking at you with disappointment.
Yeah.
Like he says, I don't even know what to say. You just fucked up.
I wish you would stop doing what you're
Yeah.
doing.
But you're not going to.
I'm giving you some real good advice here that you're not listening to.
Yeah.
And things are not going to go
If
well.
you got that look from this dwarf right here, that means you fucked up and ain't no coming back.
yeah,
He's
and
like,
there's no coming back.
I feel for you, brother.
But that's your eyes.
I tried to help.
Don't look at him. Look at me. You fucked up. He's usually he's the one that gives the best advice in the series, and everybody's usually like, "Shut your little ass up."
Yep.
Oh well, I've tried to tell you.
See you on the other side.
You know, and the other thing that gives this big sense of dread in here, man, is that they did it with just two things, and that's those bony ass horse legs. That's White Walkers riding up on horses, man. Those legs right there, those two bony ass legs, are full of don't give a fuck. They came up with confidence. If you see these White Walkers, they ride up just looking at people like, we don't give a fuck.
They sure do. They really do. You never seen them look like that until they give it.
They look at you like, make your move, bitch. you ain't getting past this. And that's it. We've seen what they can do. Yeah, and it's they let you know, man. They really did give it to the fans. Like, we don't have to show you a whole lot. If, like what Martin was saying about that look, what I'm saying about those legs, if you've seen this series and granted, if you're hyped for this, you know what's coming up. They give you just a little bit to say, all right, this is gonna be fucked.
Well, it's also a random White Walker can come out and you might be able to kill it like a zombie in The Walking Dead. But when that dude shows up, game over.
Oh, yeah, that dude, the leader,
Yeah.
He like, bitch, I wish you would. There's nothing you could do. He's a badass, man. When he shows up, it's done. It's done. If he sometimes he just sit back and just wait and let everybody die, so he can just be the last one to show you how much of a bad motherfucker he is. A whole zombie army, skeleton zombie army taking on people in armor. Because that's the thing about it, man.
Ice zombies.
Ice zombies, man.
Those are the worst.
And
guys.
ice spiders.
And what's that?
Ice spiders too.
Are they having ice spiders?
They were teasing that from the beginning of season 1, so a lot of people are expecting ice spiders. Not to mention, the producers have also said you will see the longest battle in this season.
Really?
No questions asked. Yeah.
I remember I got the first White Walker battle. I remember I was coming back from New Orleans, and somebody said, I don't care what you're doing. You got your iPhone? Pull over and put this shit on.
Oh, that's right, that battle.
That White Walker battle.
Yeah.
The first
Hard
one.
Home?
Yeah.
It was Hard Home, yeah.
Somebody said, pull over, get gas, and just watch that one part. It's amazing. So when you see that, I hear about they bring it in, because that's a big thing with the fans, like the ice spiders, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Ain't nothing like people getting ready for a medieval battle. The shit is always epic, because people got them live ass armors on, man. Those cool ass armors. The battalions always got like cool ships, like the Golden Army right here.
Yeah.
That is going to be amazing to see this battle right here. HBO has the money now to go up against anything that you saw in the Battle of the Five Armies and the Hobbit or anything.
Yeah. Well, a big thing we got going here is that we've had all these episodes, all these seasons with everyone against each other, like sides against. I'm against you, against you, against you. We got all these relationships, bad blood, and now you have this big common enemy where all these characters, some who like, some who hate each other, are going to have to come together and make peace, because they're like, listen, we got a common enemy where we have to band together. We got to put our differences aside.
Yeah.
And you still have Cersei as that player who's not necessarily willing to do that.
She's the odd card here. You know, everybody's. That's why it's like, damn, bitch, just get with the you know, we can settle this shit when it's done. But just get with the program. We got this ain't no game. They ain't playing. It makes you you get frustrated with her, but that leads to another point about where this series will go.
I was going to say, it also shows how far Jaime has come. Think of them being, coming into this world together, and you see where Cersei's at, and Jaime says in the trailer, I'm fighting for the living. Like, let's just forget this Lannister, name under me. Like, we got to fight,
Yeah, that's another, man. You see this battle about to happen, and when that Golden Army comes together, you kind of it gets you hyped, man. You're like, yeah, man, we about to get into it. Let's do it. And like Martin says, all the armies uniting, and even this moment with Jaime Lannister, man. Jaime Lannister got me hyped up.
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
And you're like, yeah, hell yeah. And then you remember.
The things I do for love.
And I'm like, wait a minute, that's right. Let me tell you something.
That's why.
That's the pilot.
Episode,
That's the pilot. That kid That fall is the one that got me into the series. I said, this motherfucker, I got to see what happens with him. It was two things, him, and after that, what's his name? Little Prince
Joffrey?
punk ass Joffrey.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Oh
yeah.
boy, I used to watch just for Joffrey.
Well, then after him, it was what's his name
Ramsay.
with the dogs? Yeah, Ramsay
Ramsay.
Bolton. Yeah.
That's the thing about it, man. They have these characters changed to where, because the thing with Jamie is like you have to remind yourself he's a sister fucking child murderer.
Oh.
Yeah, he pushed the guy out the window because the child they saw him fucking his sister.
And you gotta, and now
gotta
you,
go then.
and Jamie has become one of the most beloved characters. It's like, wow, Jamie's on point. He's bringing everybody together, but it's kind of like, but yeah, you did do that one thing. One time, long time ago.
The battle will be over and it'll be like, oh, by the way, I got this hashtag for you.
It's the things that you don't see that's bringing in questions, because I think they really do want to bring in some of the things that keep things you know, well, you can't pass hard judgment on stuff. You know, you can't make hard calls on things.
Yeah.
Characters that, like with Jamie Lannister, you know, you're conflicted about Jamie Lannister. You know, there's kind of this ambiguous feeling about morality with him, as with many of the characters here. I think to kind of pull it back on some of the things that you feel strongly about. Again, they're being ambiguous with some of the dread that's here, ambiguous with some of the things that might happen that are really good, and ambiguous with characters. You don't see the Greyjoys. You know,
Right.
They kind of, you know,
that's right.
What's his Theon Greyjoy?
Theon.
He's just a punk ass. His uncle is a complete dick.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
yeah, he is. Melisandre, is that her name?
Yeah.
You don't see, because
Oh,
everybody hates her.
I thought she took off.
No, she's around.
Okay, I thought she had done her last thing. She's like, all right, I'm out because I'm gonna die soon.
But even if she left, people like, no, you don't leave Game of Thrones. What happened? Oh, she's serving John. That's right. She went back and served John. See how hard it is to remember
it's
these
hard to
details?
remember,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you don't see her because people really, you know, people have strong feelings, man. You know, you ain't gonna look at her and be like, well, you know, she had her points. It's like, nah, fuck
She ain't
her,
making
man.
him do it.
No, fuck her, man. No,
She said, "This is the choices you got. You do what you want."
no, but she put it on heavy though, and stood there and looked at that shit. Had fucking s'mores ready and everything. No, man.
Well, after she fucked up, she's like, you know what? John was actually the person I was really referring
Right.
to.
That is true, Jon Snow.
You're like, man, the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh shit, Jon Snow.
Oh, it didn't work because you're not worthy. No, I gotta go.
Now you don't see those characters. I mean, do you think? That's my opinion. Do you think that because they can only show so much too? But you know, how do you feel about them not showing some other major characters in there?
I mean, you know, you don't want to give away everything,
Mm-hmm.
and they got a lot of characters.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, are we ever gonna go back to Dorne? Is that done?
I'm pretty sure it's done. I mean, here's the thing. There's 6 episodes. They have to wrap up a lot of
Right,
exposition
right.
and get to the battle because winter is coming has been the political slogan since season 1. So we better see that fucking winter right now and get
Yeah.
some big payoffs off of that.
Yeah, no, you're right about that, and that's the you know, you might.
Oh, I get it.
It's
Sorry.
possible that they might drop one other trailer with other characters. You don't, because you don't see. Do you see Bronn or the guy with the Bran?
Yeah,
You don't see.
Bronn.
You don't see Bran. They might show you know, some more characters that we didn't see in this trailer right here and show you what they're doing. I mean, because we're getting a lot of things here. You know, like what's his name? Grey Worm or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's a minor character in a way who's kind of come up to being like
He gonna die.
Yeah, well, that's it. I think. I mean, well, look, man, he got a girl back
He's
home.
got a girl back home.
Yeah, he gonna die.
Oh, he's gonna die.
When he did that kiss
Yeah, I
right
was
there,
like,
man.
That's the kiss of death.
Yeah,
right there.
that's done, man. Let me see here. But there are some other, you know, so you don't see a lot of characters in here who are important players. I do like that they showed, I don't know these guys' name, man, but I like that they show you that these characters have lived. If for nothing else, man, they got, if you're going to do some badass medieval shit, I know it's a small thing, but that sword on fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the characters that are playing that right there, they're going to come back if there was any doubt. So I'm expecting another trailer where they probably have first 3 episodes. Okay, so that's another thing, man. So you might get another teaser. There's a brief moment with the Hound here. Oh, there it is. I like the way this trailer just did his ass wrong. He's scared of fire, and they put his ass around nothing but fire. He's sweating. He's sweating bad right now. And I wonder if that's gonna finally, you know, he's a guy that you've seen him do some good things. He also did some cold-hearted things. Man, it's hard to be on one side with any character at any given time
Right.
because the Hound has done some some horrible things, man. When he killed the baker's boy,
I know.
But I was just doing my job. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, but he's done some really good things too, like saving the Stark girls.
Saving the Stark girls. Yeah, exactly. But that was his job in a way too, right? In a way.
No.
Oh, he was on the. He's not. That's not even his responsibility.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll meet his end by fire, or would that be for something like this too on point?
Two on the nose.
Two on the nose.
Yeah.
I feel like it.
Yeah, a lot of people are still predicting the Clegane Bowl, where it's him versus his brother, because that was something that should have been done, I guess, in the last season. But they're like, we didn't have time for that. So
Yeah, his brother's the one. The Hound is a character that has a horribly disfigured, burned face, and his brother did it to him.
Oh, that's why he's scared of fire.
That's why he's scared of fire. And he's been around battles with us fire, and he just lost his shit. I don't know what to do now.
And fuck the king.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
fuck the king.
There are a lot of characters who have not seen each other. They're going to see themselves on the battlefield, and they're going to have to put all their bullshit aside for one cause.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard.
It's gonna be hard.
Because grudges run deep in Game of Thrones. But this is the one where everybody's going to like put their differences aside. What is her squire's name? Her makeshift
Podrick.
squire? What's his name?
Podrick.
Podrick. I like that. I like Big Dick. I like how far they. Okay, man.
Nick, he was known as a,
Sound like
ladies'
Sweet
man.
Willie,
Yeah.
Yo, okay.
Sweet Dick Willie?
Sweet Dick Willie.
Why you saying call Podrick Big Dick?
Yeah, Sweet Willie Long Dick. No, I like how him and that character and Brianna have like bonded, man.
Yeah.
You think about how shows have dropped the ball and never lived it down. Dexter. Sopranos. Can you name another one, Billy?
Definitely Dexter.
If you have a well-liked show and you do it
Lost.
badly, Lost.
Yeah.
That's why I name me another one, because Lost is a big one.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go out like Breaking Bad. Question is, with the reputation that Game of Thrones, and this is why I mentioned Cersei, there's a chance that maybe, just maybe, with the way things go on Game of Thrones, maybe she will wait for everybody to kill each other. Maybe she will wait for them to like start squabbling over nonsense, petty things, and maybe she will be the one to somehow come out on top.
Yeah, it could happen.
I would like to hear what you got to say.
It'd be a ballsy ending, and it would be fitting with the tone the show has had, but it will make people very unhappy.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think, what if she ends up like really bringing things together? Like, listen, now that I got all these motherfuckers out the way, I can actually rule like I want to rule. And I'm not really that bad. I just,
Just as long as you do what I say.
I have to blow your ass up. Do you think maybe the series will try to stick to its reputation, its tone, and not try to give people a false happy ending? Or do you think they will try to, like, listen, I've been watching this show for years. I have an investment. I ain't watched this, put years of my life into this for you to just leave me depressed. Do you think they could probably go for a happy ending?
I think if this was happening, okay, if not for the last season, I go, yeah, they're gonna go hardcore, and we know anybody can die anytime, and Cersei could easily win. But we saw now that the TV writers have taken over, they're all about having action happen, characters you like not die,
Yeah.
and characters you hate suffering their ends in a satisfying way. I don't see this team of writers, and I say change it up, I don't see the team of writers from last season letting her win.
They're not sure how people are going to react to the ending. I don't think Cersei is going to make it out alive. I think we've seen a lot of stuff with Sansa being tortured all throughout this show. I think she might be actually one of the sole survivors. But to answer your question, I think just as someone who just knows the books a little bit, they call this a Song of Ice and Fire. I think it's going to be something with Jon Snow or Daenerys. I don't think both are going to make it out alive, but I think one of them is going to come out on top.
Cersei might not die, but Cersei might lose everything.
Yeah.
Cersei was pregnant last time we saw her. But she's drinking right there, but maybe it's water. Who knows?
Yeah, it's medieval times. They don't know nothing about not drinking.
Exactly. They don't give a fuck. She was fucking her brother. What? She don't care. It could be that she loses, if she was even pregnant in the first place. It could be that she loses the baby. She loses Jaime, and people have just taken over her real estate too, and she loses everything, and she's left to like live out her suffering knowing that.
As far as Cersei goes, she's got the gold cloaks, and they were excommunicated long ago by Baratheon or Bolton or whatever his name is, and they they worked for the Targaryens, so probably what's gonna end up happening is what's the Targaryen girl named?
Daenerys.
Daenerys, yes, sorry. She's gonna have them turn because they're known for never turning on their masters, but she'll be the one person they do turn
Ooh.
for.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would be.
She's like, have them arrested, and they're looking at her like, no.
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's great.
If she offers them, redemption, they can come
Yeah.
back.
Okay. Well, all good theories, man. And of course, no one really knows. It's fun to guess, though. We'll just have to sit back and wait. And what was the date again?
April 12th.
I know people don't want to see it. No, boy, look, you off.
Oh, 14th.
April,
I'm
April
off.
14th. You trying to make it?
I'm trying to make it happen.
Well, I'm gonna see you in the 12. Y'all can do what y'all want.
Yeah. if y'all wonder who gonna get the bootleg first, gonna be him. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button and don't let a good thing end. If you really like what we do, go to our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find a long form version of this video, along with the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at dtmerch.com and remember to always stay toasty.